All right, I feel like I'm back where I belong. This is day 2 of washing cars. My daughter had a birthday party yesterday, so I could only get one done, which is fine. So I've been doing some really, at least this is what I'm calling it, some really hardcore performance testing on CarPro C-Quartz UK, because I haven't washed I washed the Tahoe one time since I put it on. Let's see, when did I mean, you guys can go back and look at the video. It's probably been, what, like 4 months. I just haven't had anywhere to wash it. I've made some makeshift washes of the GT3 and the M3 just to keep them so that they're not a complete disaster. But I literally washed the week after, maybe it was 2 weeks after I did the C-Quartz application, and it hasn't been touched since. So today I'm going to wash the Tahoe. I got bugs all over it, so we're going to have some serious work to do. What I'm going to do is I'll do the wheels and tires. I'm going to Hydro 2 the Hydro 2 light the wheels again, just to sort of touch them up, and then I'll do the reload application to the paint after I clean it up. But I'm going to use a normal sort of go-to Adam's car shampoo, Grill's rubber cleaner. Then I have some Kenotek stuff that I haven't used yet, so I'm going to use their wheel cleaner on the wheels, and I'll use their glass cleaner on the glass. I really do need to get, after my experience yesterday using the lower pile microfiber with the ammo hydrate, I'm going to again use my interior towels again to apply the CarPro reload. So if there's any lesson from this, try new things, because nobody knows everything. So especially me. So let's get started. I'm gonna do the wheels, and I'll take you along through the trip as usual. So last night I finally got all the stuff. Had a huge fire, burned all the wood, got rid of all the wood. I don't think the GT3 will stay here, but it's nice to have somewhere else to park, keep the car covered while I'm working. And then I got the trailer here. I'm gonna put the trailer up on jack stands. And then I have the M3 just sitting out here for now in the breezeway or the porte-cochere. All right, so first thing I'm gonna do is, I think this is I haven't used this stuff before, but there's a seal. Just to pull the seal off. I think maybe I should read the directions. This might be too pro for me. Aha, there we go. All right, so I think, well, the directions are in Swedish, so, but I think this is a traditional, spray it on, like a 1Z or a Sonex full effect. So what I'm going to do is go around and spray the wheels ahead of myself. So step 1, remove the Mosmatic extension. Put my little nozzle on there, little tip on there. And then we'll spray off the wheels. I got this thing kind of turned around. Again, I got to get the swivel thing dialed in. And I'll just go around and hit all the wheels. All right, so I didn't do the front passenger side yet. It's just because it's already drying. Maybe I shouldn't speak so soon about hating a mitt. You got 22s. It's a little easier to reach in there. So you can see the little MTM M407 with the sort of the adjustability of having the multiple tips. It's pretty useful. I can already tell I don't like this wheel cleaner. There's absolutely no, I mean, some people prefer that, where there's no suds or no lubrication, but I don't. That's why I was never really a huge fan of Sonak's full effect. I mean, it's just, all this stuff is just personal preference. It's not that any of it's bad. I still have to get some Adams rubber cleaner. So, you know, part of the reason, well, the main reason, the only reason why I haven't been cleaning the cars is I didn't have all my stuff, and I had this all torn apart. So now that I've got it together, there should be no excuse, right? Get my Hydro 2. Oh. Well, I know why this isn't a good wheel cleaner, because I'm using the glass cleaner on the wheels. Here's the wheel cleaner. Shoot. Oh man, sorry about that, guys. Well, got some glass cleaned. Let me get the glass cleaner off the wheels. Not smart, Maddie. So, if you haven't seen me do Hydro 2 before, it's really simple. Spray it on. And then immediately spray it off with pressure. Either a regular hose or a pressure washer. It activates it. And we're back to beating like crazy. Don't use glass cleaner on your wheels. It doesn't work so well. Oh boy. You guys try making some videos and keeping things straight. Easier said than done sometimes. Yeah, same result. I mean, this is a typical sort of heavy duty wheel cleaner. It smells like it. Can't really tell it's turning purple. I can see it on the ground. This works like the rest of them. It's okay. I still prefer the Adams wheel cleaner. Or even the old Griot's green wheel cleaner. And then of course, of the stronger, sort of heavier duty wheel cleaners, I still like 1Z. 1Z irons at Cquartz, but I think 1Z is out of business. I don't know what the story is with that. So I'm pretty certain Michelle's not gonna let me buy the Raptor. I told my friend, I said, look, you need to call Michelle and tell her the virtues of Raptor ownership. I don't think it's gonna fly. So yeah, I think I got one of two choices. I could get a garage or a Raptor. I keep telling her, you know, this whole me being me thing, and you know, obsessed garage and my obsessed wealth management business that I'm sort of recreating is going to take off, or is taking off. She says, well, then you can get another car after we hit our 5-year contract. I was, gosh, shoot, keep trying everything in the book. I really want a truck, which kind of defeats the purpose. Because the reason I bought this Tahoe was to be able to tow my car up to the mountains. But now I'm kind of freaking out because that means I'm gonna have to give her my M3 for the week. You guys know what that's like. I mean, she's great, but she's still a girl. No offense to girls. A girl that doesn't care about cars. See how this is beating. The beating's pretty darn good considering how dirty it is. All right, so I'm gonna go around and do that same procedure to all the wheels, and then I'll come back to you. All right, so let's get the foam cannon ready. Worry about that later. Use a little extra today because Tahoe is a mess. You know, I could just use the or that hydro wash is, but I really wanted to let this soak, and I'm not sure. I haven't used that. I've only used it like once, and I'd wash it off the car. I don't think you can let it sit. So again, as normal, I'm rinsing out my buckets. You can really tell the Atom soap is pH balanced because it dries clean. There's no like soap spots or anything on the buckets. So we get the rinse filled. There's my Atom soap. A little bit of extra soap in there. So mix it up. And then, oops. Guys, I'll get a link up to the, I always forget about this stuff. I always forget about the 12 hours of research that I did to make the decision to buy this Mosmatic angled lance extension. So a bunch of you guys have asked me to cue you in on what I use or where I got this and which one to buy. So you can see having the angled is good for the top, so I don't get too close, but yet I still get some cleaning power. As always, the wolves on the windows is doing a killer job. Also, the wolves on the trim. Again, my preferred choice is to do wolves on the plastic trim and Geon trim on the rubber. I really like that on the rubber. I wasn't a huge fan of the Geon View in comparison. Oops. I wasn't a huge fan of the Geon View in comparison to the wolves. On the windows. Okay. I think that's enough. Enough foam. And because the Tahoe is so big and so dirty right now, I'll probably have to come back around and fill up the buckets sort of mid-wash. Because I don't usually wring out the wash pad. I just move it from bucket to bucket and slap it on the car. So, I was just sitting there walking around as I was putting the soap away and stuff. I was taking notice, something that I'm not sure what this is in me, but oh yeah, we got tons of bugs. And we're gonna have to come back with a bug sponge. Get the front bumper and stuff after I get the dirt off. But anyway, I was saying, I was looking around at the pole barn. There's a lot of touch-ups and things I need to do. And I don't know what it is in me, but I won't just let that go. Like I'm already thinking about when I'm gonna get that done. I'm not sure if that's a good or a bad thing, but we just won't let a project sort of semi-finish. I gotta finish the whole thing. Gosh, this thing is big. Seems like it's washing right up. I feel some contaminants embedded. See, this is my issue with the coating is I'm still getting crap water spots. I'm still getting and having the same exact issues that I have with wax. I'm just sort of convincing myself that it's going to last longer. So yeah, it's going to bead longer, but I'm still going to get contaminants and crap on the paint. Maybe I'm just thinking about it incorrectly. But I'm definitely going to do some more testing, especially with this car now that I've got it back on a maintenance routine. I'm going to do reflex, ammo reflex on the GT3. But it's going to be much more wax-like because I'll have several layers of wax and sealant on the paint as well, topping the reflex. So we'll see. I haven't had to do this in a while, but normally what I'll do is I'm gonna clean the car, I'll spray it down, and then I'll come back with the bug sponge after that. Get the caked on bugs. See, I don't traditionally have to do that very often because I usually keep the cars clean, but because of the neglect I've had on them for the last 3 or 4 months, I'm gonna have to step up the level of aggression a little bit, which of course, increases the odds of scratching and swirling, but hopefully the coating will help protect me, and then the fact that the car is going to be relatively clean, other than the last little bit of bug jerky, will protect me from messing it up too much or at all. I've generally had good success doing it that way. Jeez, this thing's big. I figure I'm 6'2", and I can barely reach the center of the hood. Most of the bug stuff is coming off right off the bat. So the C-Quartz definitely did a good job of keeping, I mean, this is 4 months of bugs. I mean, we literally haven't touched the front bumper. So, a lot of it kind of, I guess rain washed it off or whatever, but gosh, the Wolf's trim coat is so good, man. So good. I want trim coverage to, I don't want it to be visible. I don't want it to look like there's anything on the car. I just want it to look like trim. Yeah, you guys were right about water drainage. It sits right in this one spot. Everything else drains out great. There's this one little spot right here. But luckily it doesn't drain to the building. It just sits right there. But no big deal. That's all I gotta do. These 2 seconds. I really am digging this thing though. It's a great car. For what it is. For what we need it for. Shoot, I don't even think I'm gonna need to follow it with a bug sponge. Nope. I'm just applying a little bit more pressure than I would to like my GT3. The pressure washer pressure test. If it doesn't blow a hole in your hand, you're good. The windshield's not beating like it should. Might put a little coat of Wolf's on there. All the dirt and bugs in the windshield probably washed it all off. Side windows are great. Beating just fine. Well, the verdict is C-Quartz definitely passed the test. I actually beat the pants off of my beloved Wolf's glass guard on the windshield. They look just beating fine where the windshield wipers aren't. But probably because it's been so dirty, and Michelle uses the wipers all the time, dry, I'm sure. The windshield's probably taking a beating. If you're not familiar, Reload is a spray-on sealant. It's a silica sealant designed to top CarPro C-Quartz. Or really, you can use it alone, a standalone too. I'm probably using a little too much there. See, there's freaking water spots all over this thing. Although they go away once you dry it, but they're in there. You can't see them now. Well, it's pretty contaminant free. Bugs. Bug jerky left over. So I find that you can usually get whatever residue you missed. Just wipe it off easily with the follow-up or finish towel. Rather than sitting there buffing the heck out of the paint, scratching it up. Not too shabby. Maybe I should shut my mouth about a coating. I mean, there's no question the durability is there. Figures, this thing doesn't have a darn rock chip on it. GT3 got quite a few. There's one. I'll ditch this towel. Just getting all the remaining bug jerky off. I mean, I'll throw it away, but you'll get another one, another clean one. So I'm gonna go around the entire car and do that same cleaning, and then I'm gonna dial in the window real fast. But I need a drink. All right, guys, the window is a mess. So this is Adam's Visco clay. Comes with a little thinger that basically roughs up the clay. It creates like a honeycomb effect of the clay. So I'm gonna clay the window. I mean, you could auto scrub it too, but I'm gonna clay the window and then just coat it real fast. I'll clean it with some eraser after this. My guess is Michelle probably just used the windshield wipers before the wolf's really set up. 'Cause I've never seen it. I mean, it's only been 4 months and the window is not beating at all, like zero. You know, it could also be whatever windshield stuff is in the, the wiper fluid. I didn't actually read the directions on how to do this, but I'm assuming that's how we do it. Just creates a little honeycomb. Should probably clean the interior windshield for her too. I'm sure it's dirty. All right, so I'm gonna wipe this off with some eraser. Come back over to this side. Try not to get this on the paint. Mommy still taking a nap, buddy? Are you sad about that? Yeah. You ready for everybody to go play? So what I'll do So I'll apply the woofs, and then I'll clean out all the door jambs and everything, and we'll come back and wipe it off. Like I said, only the windshield's jacked up. This is like blasphemy here. I'm using a CarPro applicator with a Geon suede thinger, little suede square, and then Woof's chemicals. That's how you know I'm unbiased. Now Woof's recommends a circular pattern, but probably don't need to do it. So I'm putting 2 or 3 drops on each spot, each like 2x2 area, which is more than enough. So that was a quick little 15-minute exercise to get water beading on the windows again like it should. Now, because this isn't a, excuse the pun here, this is a, I'm coating the glass, but this is not a glass coating, this is a nano coating. So I can just wash this suede applicator and reuse it. And so we'll let that sit for 20 minutes or so, and I'll come back and wash it with the glass cleaner. So let's try this glass cleaner thing again. I'm gonna do inside and out since I'm here. So you can see my life-changing glass cleaning procedure. Basically, the only trick is waffle weave. Instead of the traditional microfibers that people try to sell you that are supposedly designed for windows. Good old-fashioned waffle weave tends to work the best for me anyway. We'll come back around and do the front last. So we'll do that for the front. I'm gonna clean the kids' fingerprints off of these ones. Although I've been training them since birth not to touch the windows. I'm pretty sure that mommy doesn't really care, so. We probably don't get the same sort of reinforcement. Don't touch the windows! Usually when I'm yelling at Ryan or Trying to get Kate to listen to me. Easier said than done. Avoid touching the shadow line trim as much as humanly possible. As it gets all swirled out, I just don't look at it because I'm sure it's, I don't know, looks pretty good. I've done a good job of not touching. Well, I've only washed this car. This is only the third time I washed this car, so maybe third or fourth. So I want to say I've done a good job at not touching it, but I realize I'm on camera wearing my hat like a weirdo just because it's so freaking hot. Although it's 10 degrees cooler than it was when I was building the wash bay. You know, maybe I should adopt this policy of washing the car once every 4 months, because it's coming out pretty decently. So I always use this thing, sort of gimmicky infomercial thinger. It's a perfect glass to do the front windshield so I can get up in here. First I'm going to do the outside. Is that nice and clean? We get the other side. Get a couple more towels. I'm really blowing through the towels here today. We got our new washer and dryer, so I'm psyched to get all my towels clean. You know, we had an HE, high efficiency one, and they're just terrible. They just don't work. So sold it for some good old-fashioned Speed Queen Earth Killer. It works so well. And the combo, the set was like $1,200 or something like that for both of them. So I'll sell my high HE ones for $1,000. They were in the house already. I didn't buy them. All right, so I simply get as much as I can. The towel. And come back and really scrub it out with this thing. It comes out really clean. You know, and this is the age-old trick of keep this clean and your windows don't fog up. Sorry, Shelly, I just messed up your mirror there. As you can see, I soak the window down pretty well, and then you wipe the bulk of it off with as much pressure as you can muster, and then use this thing to finish it off. Nice. Car's clean. She can do the interior. I'm not doing that. I hate interiors. I guess I'll show you the pearl in case you've never seen me do this. I don't know if you guys can see the ground out here, but it's already pretty much dry. And I've been working straight, so I mean, it's not like I went in and stopped. Tires are gonna need a little more than normal because I haven't done them in 4 months. Anyway, guys, car's clean, looks good. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more crazy. Thanks. Come see Daddy. Come over here. Can you wave to everybody? Wave to the camera. Say hi, everybody. Baby Bell's getting big. Big tail.